Welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophia, pilot into the universe of Chinese. Today's character of animal is eagle. Okay, I don't know why I jumped to the last one, but here we go. Eagle, yung is how Chinese pronounce it. You have to make the flat tone. I found non-Chinese speakers have the most difficulty pronouncing the flat tone. So holding the pitch as even, yung, and you kind of have to resonate with your sound box over there and stay that way without moving anything of your vocal cord. Yung, okay. Anyways, on this bird, actually, if you look at the past two episodes, we have chicken, we have bird. Bird looks like this, and chicken is enslaved bird that has the right side looks like this. I'm so glad to find these two versions of bird, because if I see enslaved bird look like this, put it like made it into this chicken concept, I'll be sadder, honestly, because this is a big bird with long feathers that can fly far and fast, probably more likely to be big bird, big size, as well as top, like on the upper stack of the food chain, right? This is a bird with its own power and beauty and elegance and dignity. It's not to be enslaved, right? So Chinese use the other smaller size bird into the chicken concept. That's got its feathers not so long. You see, it's not as drapey as this longer, bigger birds, longer feathers. It's kind of going horizontal, kind of fluffy bird feather. And then it has tiny peak. It doesn't have the claws like this, right? It's not as, it definitely has way less muscle power on this bird mechanically, right? Skeletal as well as a feather, the expression of the bird is more docile, right? It's more domesticatable, let's say it that way. So I'm glad that we can see that in one frame. So we can kind of fill in some blanks here. How Chinese define eagle. It has both this big feathered bird and a smaller bird in one frame. And here on the left side here, with the sharp edges things, I've seen this icon in the concept of bed, in the concept of bed related, like a bed ridden situations, like you're sick, you're not feeling well, you're weak, or all kinds of bodily physical conditions that's related to that. So we have a bird, two birds, and this symbol, like both this sharp things and the top we can interpret it as sky or as part of this frame thing, because in other characters this component will show this plus the top is like the bed, the headboard of the bed frame. So some people say this is a bed frame, so this is the bed verticalized, so it's kind of standing up there, and this is the headboard. So that's one version. The other one is this could be sky, because birds are somewhere out there flying, do their things. And here it seems like human person. And in ancient time, the older versions of Chinese, actually, there are two of these. So two humans, one after another, actually means follow. So here somebody dropped one of the humans that make it almost like uninterpretable. Like, why two birds? Big bird, small bird, and then you have a human next to the small bird. What does that mean, right? It doesn't make sense. If you see the simplified Chinese version, we have this human figure twice. That means two birds next to each other. Two humans next to each other. We're using the abstract meaning of this concept of follow, one person follow another, which simply use people image to create this following concept. When it's next to the bird, that means one bird follow another. It means it's not a single bird, it's a cloud of birds. So just like a fish, birds as well have this group of birds living together, like they fly together, go out together, I guess, more social birds, as well as loner birds. Something this wide wingspan, heavy feathered, more muscular, predatory type of bird. They, I guess, act on their own. They're not going out together. I guess that's the distinction of there. So here we use small birds as well as this crowd of bird image created by two humans following each other. And then we have this bed frame that symbolizes being sick, being weak. So the whole thing actually in my mind, there's so many concepts here, 4 concepts here. Connect the dot to create a picture of this eagle actually is a hunter. It hunts this cloud of birds. And most likely, whatever birds was caught, be the prey in the end, captured, are most likely to be the weaker ones, the sicker ones, probably. I don't exactly know. I only see the animal kingdom on the surface level, very superficial level. But I would imagine the predator bird out there hunting, it will pick the lower hanging fruit, so to speak, or weaker, slower birds, right? And those are the birds that are, bad frame, the bad ridden, like with low mobility. And that's to birds like death, critical capacity. So if the big bird are chasing a crowd of birds, that's humans following each other, right? A crowd of birds, they're going to most likely to catch the sick ones first. So that's the definition of eagle. Basically saying they are predatory birds. Okay, we have expression of impact. Eagle, I guess we're talking about the politics in America, in Chinese, actually. This terminology, the eagle pie is segment or section. Well, I forgot the word. Pie is the division in politics. So which camp, right? So your eagle camp means you're more aggressive. You want to take more dramatic international maneuver. So I guess the Chinese as a neighbor, not a neighbor, like across the Pacific neighbor we're all living on this global village, right? As a big nation, they keep watching Americans' moves, right? So who is in power? Is it eagle camp or dope, like more peaceful or more militant, aggressive camp? So this eagle is related to that. I guess it's a translation of English as well. And then we have 鹰犬爪牙, okay, or 爪牙, means 鹰 and 犬 are both kind of predatory, right? So here we have this the whole animal kingdom food chain, life, death, capturing thing going. We know that's predatory bird, but 犬 is domesticated wolfish, right? 犬 used to be able to prey, to go out hunt, but then eventually domesticated and be used for humans. So in this pairing, we can see one is a free bird, right? And one is used by humans animal. This in combination means somebody who has the capacity to prey, to be the predator, but somebody who is domesticated or controlled, harnessed, handled, to be part of the boss, whatever, right? And 爪牙 is the clown, the felon, and then 牙 is the sharp teeth. So these are two bodily organs that's predators' main equipment to go out hunt. So 鹰犬爪牙 simply create the picture of I guess, a type of regime that will use this type of predatory apparatus to prey on their people. And in Chen Zhuoya actually describe that. So it's not exactly, in both expressions, not exactly positive meaning for Chinese, but the bird of eagle as American national emblem, or what do you call it? A mascot of America, symbol of America. It's totally different, right? In America, eagle, I guess the connection is both cultures view eagle as power, symbol of freedom, right? They do their own hunting. They're not bothering people, but they can go out and kill if they have to, right? And but in Chinese, we associate eagle with, in those two example expressions, like this kind of associated with American already, right? And then Chinese, especially the CCP regime, would use this bird symbol, whatever it represents, as an antagonist to their regime. But at the same time, there are expressions of 鹰犬爪牙 as capturing of using somebody who has this sharp beak and claws were able to prey and be captured. I mean, captured in the sense of they be the facilitator to a higher power. So there you go. Thank you for your time. See you another day.